on Sunday, y'all still acted a plum fool. Y'all continue the nonsense. On day 2, Sunday, when I woke up, I just felt like I just want to take it easy. I'm not gonna rush down to the Georgia World Congress Center. I'm gonna take my time and do my makeup. I'm gonna do my hair, put my outfit on, and we're gonna drive there slowly, right? Just taking it easy. And so we did that, right? We got there and everything went smoothly. We missed the first seminar, which was fine. We wasn't that into the topic. Then the next panel was Troy and Rashad from Earn Your Leisure, and they were interviewing Dan Cathy, the current owner of Chick-fil-A. And this is the thing. So it wasn't that many white people at InvestFest or people of different races at all. It was mostly just black people. In the vibranium stage, I told y'all that there is people vending their products in the vibranium stage. So Troy, who is from Earn Your Leisure, told the audience that Dan Cathy had been walking around the vibranium stage for hours looking for where he was supposed to go, and nobody knew that that was him. And he literally has on a badge that says Dan Cathy, Chick-fil-A, customer service, right? Nobody put 2 and 2 together. And so this one girl walked into where he was supposed to go, and Troy was like, "You don't know who he is?" And she was like, "No." And he was like, "All right." But anyway, they interviewed him and he gave a lot of tips about business, but he talked a lot about customer service and how you treat people. And that stuck out to me because there's a big legacy around Chick-fil-A, and they're known for their customer service. I've had people in the car with me while I was getting Chick-fil-A who can't even eat Chick-fil-A because they have a nut allergy, and they're astonished by the customer service of Chick-fil-A. And I believe that they've been able to build their corporation based off of those things. And for me, as a small business owner, that's something that I really took to heart, and it made me want to go harder with potential customers and just really making them feel like they're valued. To me, Dan Cathy is able to relate to people on a human level, and that's what I really appreciate. What I really appreciated about his interview, and I feel like he was being honest and genuine and giving the best advice he can. Another thing that he said is everybody shouldn't be the CEO of the business, especially if that's not where your talent lies. Everybody shouldn't be in the customer service part of the business. Everybody shouldn't own a business. And I felt that because it's a lot of business owners out here that's not doing right and just want to be rude and all of that stuff. And I feel like if you don't have all of the components that he talked about, then he is absolutely right. He talked about the importance of family in business because Chick-fil-A is a family-owned and operated business. And then he talked about not just giving people in his family positions just because they want it. They look at your talent. What are you talented at doing? Then that's the area that you need to work on in the business. And again, for me, those messages were just profound, and it was a good topic of discussion and something great to think about. So I really enjoyed Dave Cathy's interview. This how lit Sunday was, right? So After that amazing interview with Dave Cassidy, Kiana Watson comes out. If you don't know who Kiana Watson is, you need to go look her up. She is a black woman killing it in the real estate game. Go look her up. She the truth. But Kiana Watson, she hosted a panel with Angela Yee, Pinky Cole, who is the owner of Slutty Vegan, and what's the girl name? Her name is, I believe her name is Milan. But those three gave so much good advice to especially women who are trying to be in business, and just being, they were all young entrepreneurs. So I found it very relatable, and I love the spirit of Kiana Watson. I felt like she was so genuine, and she asked the panelists the right questions, the stuff that we really needed to know. And they talked about real estate as well. And Pinky Cole talked about how Slutty Vegan, yeah, it's a restaurant, but real estate is also important as well. She talked about owning the spaces where she operates Slutty Vegan out of. So if ever Slutty Vegan was to go sour and people decided they didn't want to eat there anymore, she owned the building, so she can sell them building and she's gonna be a-okay. So it was amazing. And another thing Pinky Cole talked about is starting the idea and then perfecting it later. And that's a reoccurring thing that I say on my Instagram. And I don't make many YouTube videos, but I'm sure I'll say it a lot on my YouTube video. Get started on whatever you're supposed to be doing and get it perfect later. It doesn't have to be perfect now. I see a lot of people being held back because of that. Anything you start, especially like if it's a business or something that's gonna get you capital, it's not gonna be perfect in the beginning. It's gonna be an oversight. It's gonna be something that you have not thought of, or something that you can do to improve the business, regardless of when you start. So just start.
88% of women-owned businesses generate $100,000 a year. So, how do we bridge that gap from making that first 6 figures, which is a huge goal, but how do we overcome that and get to that next level? And what advice would you give to these women entrepreneurs and business owners to get there?
Never be comfortable. You heard what Pinky said, right? She just started investing in real estate. She enrolled in real estate school. So she's constantly investing in her education. So even y'all being here today, y'all are investing in your journey. So definitely constantly invest in yourself. Always know that it's the next level. Once you dream and once you make one dream a reality, you dream some more. You dream bigger, you dream better. You never get comfortable. When I first started, I told you I started out the trunk of my car, and then I went on e-commerce. I didn't have a mentor. So when I preach to people, I don't preach mentorship. I've had to figure this out on my own. And even today, I'm still figuring it out. Every day I go to sleep, I write down my to-do list. So I go to sleep with a goal, and I wake up with a purpose. I feel like, listen, let me tell you something. Every day, I don't know how I'm going to get it done, but I get it done. So you don't need to know how you want to finish or how you want to start. You just got to do it and start today. I started the Woman-Air Club because I didn't have a mentor. I wanted to surround myself with like-minded women where we can share resources and share advice. My goal next is to expand on it. I want to really grow the Women-Air Club because so many men in business, they tell me all about their mentors and how their mentors changed their life. I can't say that same story. I want other women to know that if I got through that door, if I had to bang to get that door open, I want you guys to walk through it easily. You shouldn't have to go through the same thing that I had to go through. So with my Women-Air Club, I created that for them. For moms. Any moms in here? Congratulations, take these. Yes, we done. Now it's time to really make your dreams a reality. Because you can't give up now. You got someone looking up to you. So you can always scale and diversify. So I put everything that I truly love into Milano Group so it doesn't feel like work. I have a fashion show every year. We're about to celebrate our 10th anniversary. So we're having our fashion show November 11th in Atlanta. So make sure you guys go to ATL show. But you got your point across. You got your point across. And I can tell you that she's absolutely like this in real life. I've had the opportunity to work really close to her. I woke up one morning, Milano sent me a stock to invest in. I said, okay, girl. We pray together. And that's one thing I can say. She's really about women in business and women empowerment in real life. Nobody would have known that if I didn't share that with y'all. Thank you for the 10 cents. All right. So next up, Angela Yee. You employ a lot of women. You are purposeful, you are intentional. Tell us what women can do to help us get past that. I feel like 6 figures got us in the chokehold. Is it just me? I want to make my first 6 figures, I want to make my first 6 figures. But inflation is coming up higher and higher. And we have to get past that 6 figures to recognize and see that we deserve to make $1 million. How do we get there?
I think it's really important that you're intentional about who you surround yourself with. And that has helped me more than anything, just the people you affiliate with. I think when I was younger, it was all about like having a good time. I wasn't really in the mindset of, let me prepare for the future, what are my investments? Those weren't the conversations that we were having. But now, when I think about the people who I'm around and the people who I can actually reach out to and contact, and those are the people that I want to spend time with, are people who are doing things with their life. I mean, I'm tired of like, you won't see me anymore just being around people that are not in that mind frame of how can I do better, how can I elevate myself, how can I elevate the people around me. So now, for me even to be up here, like me even reaching out to Pinky on certain things and being like, look, this is what I'm doing, how can we work together on doing certain things. Sometimes we get intimidated to reach out to people and we feel like we have to do everything ourselves. But I think it's so important, like I see men do it all the time where they're really bold about just reaching out and just saying, this is what I want, this is what I'm trying to do, let me get your contact information. And so we need to make sure that we do all of those things, get that contact information, reach out, send that email, make a phone call, just be consistent, but not annoying, but consistent and make sure that you're bringing something to the table. I think people have asked me like, oh, can you fund this, can you do this, I want some money for this, I have a GoFundMe, but come to me with like a real plan. And so I think for yourself and for when you're trying to pitch to people, it's important to have a real plan to show how serious you are and that you mean business. And so those are some
y'all heard that, have a real plan.
Yeah. And just be around people like the people that I've been around have been elevating me so much. And it's so true, like when Pinky said, I don't want to be around a bunch of people who do the same exact thing I do. I need people who have different skill sets so that we can come together, we form like Voltron, and we make a company. Like I just formed an LLC with 2 of my friends. One of them works in nonprofit and she does amazing things. Another one is a documentarian, producer, director. And we have all these plans and things. When we sit down and talk, we're not gossiping. We're talking about what our plans are and what we're trying to take over. And we're doing research. We see an article, we put it in the group text. And we're like, you see this, we can do this, let's reach out to this person. And so I think all of us, just alone, we all have our credentials, we all have our background. When people see that we're serious, what we've accomplished, and then when we come together, it's like, oh, this is a serious thing. Like, I really believe in working together and trying to accomplish things that way.
I love it. Now, Pinky, right now for what you just said, Angela, because you said something really important. You talk to your friends about creating LLCs and other businesses. Pinky, you just gifted Clark Atlanta University LLC.
So, they have a saying, you can lead somebody to water, but you can't make them drink, right? Y'all know that saying. So, first of all, it was an honor to be able to go back to my alma mater 13 years later and the youngest commencement speaker, which is unheard of. So, back up. I don't remember who spoke at my commencement, right? So I wanted to do something memorable and really help jumpstart these people on the path of entrepreneurship. But I'm gonna lead you to the water, but I'm not gonna make you drink. Oftentimes, even me, I'm speaking on behalf of myself. Now that I'm amassing a level of success and I'm nowhere near where I want to be, I notice that people come to me for opportunities, but when I'm ready to give them the opportunities, they ain't ready. They are not ready. So, there's also this thing, when you stay ready, you ain't never got to get ready, right? So, okay, I gave these students 30 days to be able to get the LLC. If you came on the 31st day, you could not get it, because guess what? On the 3rd day, I'm going to realize if you plan or not. Yeah. On the 4th day, I'm going to realize if you really want to do this, or you just want to get this for the LLC just to sit in the box. On the 5th day, I realized that you really don't want to be an entrepreneur, and I'm not going to waste my money on you, right? By the time the 3rd day comes along, you shouldn't even just apply at this point. Like, it don't even make no sense. But 714 students out of the 824 students really came and got their hands. Yes, and let me tell you why that made me feel good. Because even if you want to go out, people have this misconception that you got to be an entrepreneur. You're not going to be successful if you're not an entrepreneur. That's a lie. That's not the truth. You can be hustle man. You can have a 9 to 5 and you can still be an entrepreneur at the same time. So I wanted these people to know that if you get that corporate job, if you want to go to medical school, it don't matter what you want to do. You can still use your LLC to put your cell phone in your business. You can put your cable in your business. You can put all the assets, things that you have in your business while you're still working for someone else. But I think that they were really happy about it, and it made me feel good, because guess what? Out of all 700 plus of those people, there's going to be at least 100 of the people that's going to build $1 billion brand, and that makes me feel good. And I feel like it's
After that amazing women's panel, we had a break in between, and the break was before the next keynote speaker for the day, who was Tyler Perry, was supposed to come out. All hell broke loose. This lovely lady right here is my mom. I know she looks great, but she's on a particular age, and this is the second time she standing for a long period of time, because things haven't started on time. And like my mom just said, he just sent a text and said he's excited to see us, and he's still not here. It's been 30 minutes.
I don't think he's coming right now.
You think maybe he sent a typo?
He just sent another message. He said, see y'all soon. We coming up there soon. Soon? I need to eat.
Can you send a text back? Can you text the line and say, we hungry, can you come now? Can you say you late and you penalizing us because there's other things we could be doing?
No.
No? Okay. I can't get into specifics for a specific reason, but there came a portion where my mom had to go under some stairs to meet one of her investment coaches. Now, that's no problem. I like that the investment coach was at InvestFest and they wanted to meet their people. The investment coach is also one of the speakers at InvestFest. My issue came because it was lunchtime when the speaker wanted them to meet. So I feel like if you say 1 o'clock at an event where things are time sensitive, you need to be there. Anyway, you need to be there at 1, not 2 or 3. Yeah, 3. So what ended up happening is I had to use the bathroom. I'm hungry. I have to eat or I'm gonna get hangry. That's just the reality. I was a fat kid and I'm an inwardly fat adult now. I need to eat. But we had to wait for him to come out. And during the time I walked literally the entire Georgia World Congress Center searching for a bathroom that was not jam-packed with people. And thank God, I felt like the Holy Spirit led me down this hallway because I found the cleanest bathroom in there and it had no people in there. But after that, I was like, I can't have my mama out here and she ain't ate. So I was like, the food trucks lines long. So I was like, Ma, I'm gonna have to get you a hot dog and a bottle of water. Is that fine? And it was like, fine with me. And so I walked down to the cafeteria that most people don't know about. You Negroes discovered it on day 2. But I ended up getting 2 Nathan's hot dogs. My mom ate her hot dog. Am I bougie? Yes. I haven't had a hot dog in years. Not because it don't have nothing to do with me being bougie. I don't eat hot dogs just because I don't like the taste of them. I don't like the taste. I'd rather a hamburger or something. Or a Polish sausage, but not no hot dog. But my mom ate her hot dog. He still doesn't come out. And now it's time for Tyler Perry to come out. So right now I am angry because we are waiting for someone to come and they are not here yet. And so, yeah, that's frustrating because I haven't eaten all day. I just had a cup of coffee. Yeah, it's frustrating. At this time I plan to see the speaker, then go eat. I still haven't used the restroom because I haven't found a restroom that I'm okay with using yet. I just feel like Black people gotta do better because you can't want people to value your time and then not value people's time. It's not right. But that's the hangry side of me, so maybe I'm tripping, maybe I feel different after I eat. And you Negroes are doing a thing where y'all crowd up and make it hot again. And so I looked at my mom and I was like, I'm not finna do that. I was like, all of them could go in, say what they want to say. I don't mind sitting in the back of the stadium. Everybody's gonna get a seat at the end of the day. And so I'm getting mad again. So my mom was like, well, I don't think he's coming yet, so I'm just gonna go in and see Tyler Perry. And I was like, you know what, go ahead and you do that. I said, I'm gonna go outside on these stairs and I'm gonna get myself together, because at this point I was over it. After waiting 2 hours for a person not to show up, I'm seeing you Negroes are acting Negro-ish again. I just needed time to myself. So I told my mom I was gonna go sit on the steps, and so she followed me over there because I think she could see my blood boiling. She was like, you don't want to go see Tyler Perry? And honestly, I was like, F him. You know, I love him, but like at this point, F it. You know, go, you go see him. But I got myself together. I ate my hot dogs. I had to listen to I had to listen to 3 Meg Thee Stallion songs back to back. And then after that, I was like, my attitude gonna be nasty if I go back in there. So I was like, let me go ahead and turn on some Beyonce. I turned on some You Won't Break My Soul because I felt like they was trying to break my soul on day 2, but y'all wasn't gonna have it. And then I got my attitude back together. I went in. By this time, my mom had went in and got her seat. And then we listened to the Tyler Perry interview.
So, I want to talk about the power of collaboration and working together. Not only working with BT, but like I said, you actually work with Hollywood studios from leasing your studio. So, how is that? Was it ever any awkward? Did they ever see you as competition? Or how did you approach them? Like, look, this is a good opportunity that I want you guys to film your shows and your movies at my studio lot. Like, how did that actually come about?
I never chased them. I never asked them to come. I knew that there was a healthy tax incentive here in Georgia, and I knew that we didn't have enough stage space. But then there was something that shifted in all of our tragedy and our fighting for social injustice and the death of George Floyd. There was this incredible guilt that happened in Hollywood, where people were saying, we've got to invest in more things with Black people. We've got to do this, we've got to do that. And because of the strength, again, of us, I have not had to ask anyone to come. We've been sold, all the stages have been filled and sold out for the last several years, up until the next couple of years. As soon as one show's out, another one is coming. And again, that's to making sure it's professional, clean, it's a service that they've never had, and to see that a Black person is doing that, the word gets around. But you get the opportunity, you got to kill it.
Yeah, so in 2020, obviously the world changed during COVID. And one of the things that wasn't highlighted is something that you did. You were the first to bring your people back to work. Right? Black actors, Black producers, directors, your entire team. And so from that standpoint, when they told us what we were taking the tour, we were very intentional. We were saying to you, they said, like, if you're here, you gotta make sure that you're famous. Can you talk about the mindset of that and making sure that your people are taken care of first?
Well, listen, I could have set it out. I had a little one to say, that would have been all right. I could have went away and just, waited for it all to be over. But then I thought about all the people that work with who were just, I was shocked to meet these people, man. They're just like everybody in this room. They come up to me, hey, I got a house. Hey, I bought a car. Hey, we met on set, we get married. Hey, our wedding is here. All of this wonderful thing would happen for these people that I know would not have happened had I not been in this opportunity. So I was just so grateful. And here we are, pandemic, and nobody can work. What do you mean I gotta tell you about they can't work? They can't. What are they gonna do with their mortgages and put their kids through college? So we set up a camp in the studio and tested everybody. Nobody left. We housed 300 people, and we kept right on working. And it worked out really, really well. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. We did not have one positive case that entire time we were shooting. Not one.
You were the first studio to actually get back up and running, right?
Yeah, and everybody in Hollywood was watching to see if it was going to work. So I was pretty crazy. I was like, listen, everybody's watching us. Not just Black folk, the whole world is watching us to see if this can be done. So we've got to come together and we've got to do this thing right. I'm telling you, man, we were an army that they made me so proud. They made me so proud. We had food trucks, slutty vegan sometimes there. We had food trucks. We had an open bar that we have in the evenings. We do movies on the lawn, and we lived in the whole camp. It was really great, really great.
Let me ask you this, because you strike me as someone who is vitally important for you to have independence. But I'm assuming that you got offered sometimes to sell, to get independent. Okay, you talk about that. Was it tempting? Were you ever tempted? Or?
Well, listen, I got an opportunity to do a show. My agent at the time said, listen, if you're gonna do this, you gotta get your show on television. And he brought me to CBS, and Chuck Lorre, he was doing 2.5 Men, he had done Roseanne, and he was gonna do the Tyler Perry show. And I was giving them notes and things I wanted to do on the show, and they were like, oh, no, he's a showrunner, he's gonna tell you how this goes. Can't say Jesus, can't do this on the show, we're gonna do it this way. I'm like, so I signed the deal, and I was miserable. I was like, God, please let this deal run out. So my agent called and said, Tyler, I'm sorry, he decided to do 2.5 Men, he's not gonna do your show. I know this is really hard for you. I was on the phone going, yes! I was so happy because I didn't want to be in a position where I was owned, where somebody owned me, owned my content, owned what I did. And I came here to Atlanta, didn't know what the hell I was doing, said I'm gonna do my own show, and I recorded 10 episodes of this little show called House of Pain. And those first 10 episodes were horrible. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But we put them on the air because of that same audience. I'm getting chills thinking about this. I'm so grateful for the audience, man. It's the same audience that sent those ratings to #1, and now House of Pain has over 400 episodes. Those people on the show, I paid them millions and millions of dollars over the years. So that's another point too. What does it feel? What do you feel? What do you feel led to do? You know, if it doesn't feel right, why are you doing it? What do you feel led to do? And listen, you can't hear God or being led in noise and chaos and a bunch of people around you and a bunch of opinions. Like I'll have people, I'll ask them, what do you think this, and this? Okay, great, I got all your opinions, I got the lawyers, I talked to them. Great, thank you, I got your opinions. Then I'll go away to get clear, to see what I feel. Because that what you feel is the thing that's going to bring you to a greater place in your life. So that's how that happened.
If I'm gonna keep it 100% real with y'all, Tyler Perry did a lot of talking about himself. It wasn't a lot of advice given. It was more so about me, I did. Or even when they asked about how to get funding, and my friend who came along with me, she's a filmmaker, so she needs funding right now. When they asked about funding, it just goes back to me. I did it myself. And my thing is, and this was a thing my friend pointed out, she was like, he knows how to get funding now, so why wouldn't he share it with us now? And yeah, she kind of felt like her money was wasted because that's mainly what she came for. None other than Rick Ross, the boss, came out and he did his thing. He gave us about 3 songs, and you know Ashton Martin was part of it, and so we jammed. And then he also gave some good advice, some good encouragement to us. And then so after Tyler Perry was done, it was the part that I came for. Ian Dunlap. He taught us how to invest, how to trade. And I'm so happy. If you never have a reason to go to InvestFest, he should be the reason alone. If you don't understand why you need to go for Ian alone, I don't know what to tell you. But he gave so much advice. He literally gave us the rundown of what to do. If you deviate from the plan, why would you do that? He gave you literally the play-by-play of what to do. I can't put up no clip of him because I'm gonna get in trouble if I do. But you need to either get in stock club, you need to become an earner, you need to become a red panda, a sniper, whatever you got to do. You need to get with Ian. You need to go look at his past interviews on Earn Her Leisure, some of his interviews that he got on other platforms. You need to get on this if you really for real about financial freedom, financial literacy, and generational wealth.
Economy to rob you and your family. Because I want to be real with you, this recession is going to last a lot longer than they thought. Anybody see that Michael Saylor had to step down from MicroStrategy because of Bitcoin?
Yes.
He told me I was crazy when I said it. So if their economy is being ruined, an entire financial industry is going to change. Do you think they care about our financial well-being? Trevor Shaw on CNBC. And then I'm seeing other networks like, well, we can do that too. How'd you do it? We have the power to change 5 generations, but I need all of us to be locked in. I still want us to have fun, go out and have a good time. But after we get done debating who's better than Jordan and LeBron, we need to talk about investing in stocks, real estate, partnering together, building big empires, right? One short target for cash flow, and then you need one large target to generate wealth. For those of you who can make it here, well, I went too fast on the slides. I will be sure to send you out those targets and a free video on how to set this up, if that's cool with y'all, and no upsell. For those of you maybe in the back, or those that are a little bit shy, you feel like, man, I hear you. You do look kind of cute in a little tight ass jacket. But bro, this ain't for me. I'm not smart, I'm not disciplined enough, I'm not ready for the responsibility of this. You are trading time for money every single day. You are being robbed of your time. So when I was, before my grandmother passed, and I was taking care of her, my mom, my brother was, right? It was ironic to me that some family members couldn't because their job would literally tell them, if you took 5 days off, unfortunately, we'll have to let you go. And my grandmother was the matriarch of my family. Any of you ever been in a position where you need to leave for your kids, your family, mom, dad, grandma, but they're threatening to fire you over 4 or 5 days? So if they can't afford to lose you for 4 or 5 days, how much money are you worth to that company? If you will bankrupt the company by being away 4 or 5 days, you're worth millions per year. And I need you, I want to go back here. Please realize, you deserve freedom. You deserve happiness. You deserve financial freedom.
I deserve financial freedom.
I'm going to talk to you about joining the stock club. I'm going to give you guys an amazing deal, and I'm going to give you some.
After Ian came out, there was a panel with T.I., DJ Envy, Dame Dash, and I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but they had a panel about business and entertainment. They did pretty good. I can't remember a lot of the stuff that they said because at that point I was tired, irritated, and ready to go. I recorded some of it, so I'm gonna go back and look at the footage of that, but they gave good advice from what I can remember. So after the T.I., Dame Dash, and DJ Envy panel, should you go? Yes. Will I go next year? No. But should you go? You should go because you need to have this experience. Especially if you are really serious about investing and financial stability. I feel like this was a great expo to get you started. And then I feel like also to get you inspired, to get you motivated. And then I feel like you just also need to be around people, and you need to see people who are moving in the right direction to let you know that it's possible for you. And I think that's InvestFest nails it for me for that. Just being able to physically see the people who I look up to in the Black economic realm, and seeing Black people who are actually out here doing it and making money in a legitimate way, that have financial freedom. And if you don't know what financial freedom is in a dollar value, that's $4 million in your liquid in your bank account. To see so many Black people who are really financially free was very inspirational to me. So I definitely think you should go. Well, that's a wrap for InvestFest. If you didn't see part 1, go see part 1, which covered the information about Saturday. And this video was about Sunday. I'm looking for a scent that's really relaxing.
Something really relaxing. What kind of smells do you like?
Vanilla, cinnamon, lavenders.
Okay, so we have a lavender over there, but let's try these for your vanilla.
Earn Your Leisure is run by Troy and Rashad. If you don't know, their slogan is assets over liability. So you should be trying to get more assets than you have liabilities. And that is a model that I live by. What's bogus is I paid full price for this t-shirt, and the following day after InvestFest, it was 50% off. Anyway, I'll see you later, guys. Bye.